wanna say. And even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got it. I know I got it. I know I got it. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got it. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got it. I still got it. I still got it.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. The NFL's first ever Black Friday clash. The Dolphins and the Jets underway here at MetLife Stadium. From his end zone, Wilson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Throwing to start here is Tua. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And the penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. In motion, Hill. Play action. Now it's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On play action, here's Tua. The 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now Tua going to change the play. Tua to try again on 2nd down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run for it with A-Chain. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
center's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Rifles one that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run. And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle, and they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. Touchdown. Mike Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. On play action, now Rodgers. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Miami defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers now to throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Let's go. G, 21G.
From midfield, here's Tua. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Amari Cooper, 50 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You don't
down.
want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman, 75 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From his end zone, Wilson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw, it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen for Cook. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
26. Notice 50. Hey, you block over here. Screen that, get it.
Now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They fake the handoff. Now Tua sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Higgins. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Play action, now it's Tua. Got his man, it's Williams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On play action, here's Tua. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
On target over the middle to Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill from 21 yards away as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
44. Ready.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Miami.
Solo left Zion.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Hey, 21, TN. Let's go. Ready.
On 2nd down, Tua. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Hey, hey. 21G, 21G. Yeah. Whoa.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his receiver, Cooper. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Tua on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Sauce Gardner picks it off. Down the sideline he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down
Both
the
these
coast
teams
to
no doubt making
Orlando
their
for
final
Jonathan
halftime
Coachman
adjustments
at
as
REA
we
Sports
speak.
halftime
And for the call
report.
of the
Coach.
2nd half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, 626. 630.
Now it's Rodgers. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. He's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Cam Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
From his end zone, Wilson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
In motion, Hill. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. It's complete to Williams. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Quentin Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
20, TX.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing now is Rodgers. Caught right side, Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cook now off the read option. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. Cook now off the read option. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. It's caught by Davis. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll run with Cook. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. On play action, Rodgers. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
The real with the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. And so you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That is caught. It's Williams. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Achane gets it from the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Hey, come on, two. Come on, two. Come on.
Right back to Achane on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Being chased out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Hardman on the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Davis.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
To throw is Rodgers. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rodgers. And complete right side to Cook. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Rodgers changing the play, it appears. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And they can only stop it once more. Here's 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A little over 30 seconds to go. Here's 2nd down.
Back north. Yeah, there. Go to 50.
Now Rodgers. Will throw that one away. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Hey, take 26. Take 30. Hey, 88.
Rodgers to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
It's 4th down.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. They will find Davis. That's complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Get 300. Get 300.
One final try now for Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first,
Here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Gotta go, we don't move it scary. Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me.